Alright guys, welcome to This Week in Wrestling, where I'll be bringing you some of the top stories from the wrestling world over the course of the past week. Now, we'll kick things off with the main story as news began circulating on Tuesday morning that WWE looked set to release Daniel Bryan. Now, this rumour came about from Scott Keith's Blog of Doom, which previously announced the news that John Cena was taking time off last year before it was made public, and that got a lot of people talking, believing that this could be yet another scoop. According to the article, Scott received an anonymous email from someone claiming to work in WWE's Human Resources department, and they stated that one of their co-workers had processed the release of Daniel Bryan, which was scheduled to take place this coming Monday. Now, obviously, being Daniel Bryan, it didn't take long for this to get mainstream attention, with fans up in arms across Twitter, but WWE have since come out and denied the rumour, stating that there's no truth in the letter whatsoever, meaning Daniel Bryan is still with the company, however he still awaits clearance before he can return to the ring. Moving on to this week's second story, and we'll have some injury news as we start out with John Cena. He underwent some surgery last week to repair a torn rotator cuff and damage to his AC joint, and Cena took to Twitter this week to tweet out, "Day 6 post-operation, movement is very good, but because a giant chunk of cartilage was missing, this one may take a bit. Hashtag never give up." So it appears Cena's rehab may take a little bit longer than planned, and although there's been no timeline issued for his return, it's believed that he won't be back in time for WrestleMania. Staying with injuries, and WWE's injury curse doesn't seem to be getting any better, because it was revealed this week that Paige, who hasn't been seen on TV for a few weeks but has been doing media appearances, she's actually out injured after taking a bad bump in a match at a WWE live event on December 29, meaning Paige joins a growing list of injured talent that includes all of last year's WrestleMania champions, including Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, Nikki Bella, John Cena, and both former tag team champions Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. Speaking of WrestleMania, we already have confirmation that The Rock will be in attendance in Texas, and this week Stone Cold Steve Austin also revealed that he too will be at the show, although he doesn't know in what capacity. However, judging by WWE's current injury crisis and the fact that the show is taking place in Austin's home state, then maybe Vince should get the checkbook out and book these two in a match, because the way things are going, it's going to be pretty hard to put together a show. As we move on to some better news, the first inductee for the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2016 was announced on Monday afternoon, with the WWE announcing Sting as this year's first inductee. So congratulations to Sting, he's had a phenomenal career that included 6 WCW World Heavyweight Championships and 4 reigns as the TNA World Champion, becoming the first man to be inducted into both the WWE and TNA Hall of Fames. Now, from one Hall of Famer to another, it looks as though good old JR will be making a return to the announce table. It's been reported that he'll be filling the void left by SmackDown's new announcer Mauro Ranallo for New Japan Pro Wrestling show on AXTV, where he'll join up with Josh Barnett to do commentary. Finally, let's talk Bullet Club, as the latest news on WWE's apparent signs that Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson will be heading to NXT. They'll be set for the TV tapings to take place in early March, where they could make their debut, and it's expected that they'll join up with Finn Balor under the Balor Club name, as despite reports, New Japan Pro Wrestling is still on the rights to the Bullet Club name. As for AJ Styles, he's just finished up a UK tour with 5 Star Wrestling, where he took on Rey Mysterio in a dream match in Sheffield this past week, and speaking of what culture after the Newcastle show, he was asked if he'd be free for bookings on January 24th, which is the date of the Royal Rumble, to which he replied, "Sure." So does that mean AJ won't be at the Royal Rumble, or is he just gearing up for a surprise appearance? Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, that was This Week in Wrestling, but make sure to get involved with this week's talking point. Let me know your thoughts on the decision to have Kalisto win the US title on Raw, only to then drop it the following evening on SmackDown. Personally, I think it was an awful decision, and judging by the dislikes on WWE's highlight video, I wasn't the only one. So hopefully they see sense and give Kalisto a longer run as the United States Champion come the Royal Rumble. So make sure to get involved and leave your thoughts on all of this week's news in the comments, and also what you think of this video and if it's something that you would like to see on a weekly basis. Until next time though, have a great weekend. I'll catch you later.